Attention, navigators of abundance and explorers of prosperity. Have you ever felt that your wallet is like the Bermuda Triangle, where money mysteriously disappears? Well, hold on tight, because we're about to reveal the treasure map that will transform those dreaded bills into magical portals to wealth. Imagine for a moment that you are modern alchemists, capable of transforming the lead of debts into the gold of abundance with a simple change of perspective. Sounds too good to be true? Well, prepare yourselves, because the renowned Dr. Joseph Murphy has bequeathed us a formula that defies all conventional logic, but whose results are undeniable. But before revealing this millennial secret, allow me to paint a picture that will surely be familiar to you. Imagine the scene. You arrive home after a long day of work, open the mailbox, and there they are, those dreaded bills that seem to multiply like rabbits. What do you feel at that moment? Anxiety? Frustration? A knot in your stomach? You're not alone. Most people react similarly. Some even go as far as ranting against those innocent pieces of paper, as if they were messengers of misfortune. But what if I told you that this very reaction is precisely what perpetuates your state of lack? As the great Albert Einstein said, we cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. And this is where Dr. Murphy's wisdom comes into play. Let me share a personal experience that illustrates the transformative power of this concept. A few years ago, I was drowning in a sea of debt. Each bill that arrived was like a new nail in the coffin of my finances. I felt trapped in an endless cycle of scarcity and frustration. It was then that I discovered Dr. Murphy's teaching on how to approach bills. At first, I confess it seemed crazy to me. Give thanks for receiving money when I was actually losing it. But I decided to give it a chance. What did I have to lose, apart from my debts? The change was amazing. Not only in my finances but in my mental state. Suddenly, each bill became an opportunity for gratitude, a reminder of the abundance that was to come. And, as if by magic, although I now know it wasn't magic at all, my financial situation began to improve. But what exactly does this magic formula consist of? It's so simple it seems like an illusion trick, but I assure you its effects are very real. Every time you receive a bill, instead of lamenting or cursing, you must immediately give thanks for having received a sum for the same amount. Yes, you heard right. If you get an electricity bill for $1,000, you should be grateful as if you had just received $1,000 at that very moment. Sounds crazy, right? But as the great William Shakespeare said, there are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Now, I've taken this formula one step further. In my personal practice, I add 3 zeros to the amount of the bill in my imagination. Thus, that 1,000 bill becomes a reason for gratitude for 1 million. Exaggerated? Maybe. But as Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it. Why does this seemingly illogical technique work? The answer lies in the nature of our subconscious and the universal laws of attraction. As the great Neville Goddard said, imagination creates reality. Our subconscious is like a fertile garden, and our thoughts and emotions are the seeds we plant in it. When we react with frustration and anger to a bill, we are sowing more scarcity and financial problems. But when we respond with gratitude and positive expectation, we are planting the seeds of abundance and prosperity. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds to our emotional vibration. As the wise Buddha said, we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world. When we feel grateful and abundant upon receiving a bill, we are sending a powerful message to the universe: I am ready to receive more. Now, it's natural for doubts to arise. Perhaps you're thinking, this sounds too simple to be true. And you're right that it's simple, but that simplicity is precisely what makes it so powerful. As Leonardo da Vinci said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. I propose an experiment. For the next 30 days, every time you receive a bill, instead of feeling anxiety or frustration, give thanks immediately. Do it sincerely, with emotion, as if you had really just received that amount of money. Observe how not only your emotional state changes, but also your financial circumstances. But remember, this technique is not a magic wand that will make your financial responsibilities disappear. It's a tool to change your relationship with money and open your mind to new possibilities of abundance. As the great Henry Ford said, whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Imagine for a moment how your life would be if every bill was received with joy and gratitude instead of fear and anxiety. How would your relationship with money change? What new opportunities for abundance could open up before you? Dr. Murphy shared this formula with numerous entrepreneurs, and they all reported surprising improvements in their businesses. Why? Because they changed their vibration regarding money. As Joseph Campbell said, you don't get what you want in life, you get what you believe you deserve. This formula not only changes our relationship with money, but also transforms our perception of life itself. It reminds us that we live in an abundant universe, where there is enough for everyone. As the great Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the world is abundant, the world is enough. But perhaps you're wondering, how can I feel gratitude when I can barely pay my bills? It's a valid question. The key lies in understanding that gratitude is not just an emotion, but a practice. As Meister Eckhart said, if the only prayer you said in your whole life was thank you, that would suffice. Start by being grateful for the small things. The fact that you have a roof over your head, food on your table, air in your lungs. Gradually, expand that gratitude towards more challenging areas of your life, including your finances. You'll see how, little by little, your perspective begins to change. Remember, the universe responds to our emotional vibration. If we constantly focus on lack and scarcity, that's what we'll attract into our lives. But if we cultivate a state of gratitude and abundance, even in the face of bills, we'll be opening the floodgates of prosperity. As the great Wayne Dyer said, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This magic formula of Dr. Murphy is precisely that, an invitation to change the way we look at our finances and, by extension, our entire life. So, dear alchemists of prosperity, I invite you to take those bills and transform them into catalysts of abundance. Remember, you're not paying bills, you're investing in your future prosperity. And when you see the results, when you feel abundance flowing in your lives, don't forget to share this knowledge. Because, as the great Martin Luther King Jr. said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Share this magic formula, be beacons of abundance in a world that so desperately needs it. In conclusion, I leave you with a challenge. The next time you receive a bill, instead of feeling anxiety or frustration, stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. And then, with all the sincerity of your heart, give thanks for having received that same amount of money. Do it with conviction, with emotion, as if you had really just received a check for that sum. Observe how you feel after doing this. Notice how your energy changes, how anxiety dissipates and is replaced by a sense of possibility and abundance. And then, be alert to the miracles that will begin to manifest in your lives. Remember, each bill is an invitation to abundance. Accept it with gratitude, and you'll see how the universe responds with generosity beyond your boldest dreams. As the great Neville Goddard said, assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey of discovery and financial transformation. Until next time, and remember, prosperity is not something you seek, it's something you attract by being the person you already are, abundant by nature. Now, let's explore 2 additional subtopics that can further enhance our understanding and practice of this financial transformation technique. The role of neuroplasticity in financial mindset shifts. Understanding the science behind how our brains change can deepen our appreciation and commitment to this practice of gratitude for bills. When we repeat a thought or behavior, like expressing gratitude for bills, we're actually rewiring our brains. Neuroscientific research has shown that repetitive thoughts and actions can create new neural pathways in our brains. This process, known as neuroplasticity, allows us to literally change our brain structure through consistent mental practices. When we practice gratitude for bills, we're activating several key areas of the brain. The prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain responsible for executive functions like planning, decision-making, and goal setting. By focusing on gratitude instead of stress when we see bills, we're strengthening the neural networks associated with positive financial planning and abundance-oriented thinking. B. The reticular activating system, RAS. This is a network of neurons that acts as a filter for the massive amount of information our brains process every second. By consistently expressing gratitude for bills, we're programming the RAS to pay more attention to opportunities for financial abundance in our environment. C. The limbic system. This is the emotional center of the brain. As we associate positive emotions with bills through our gratitude practice, we're creating a positive feedback loop that makes us more likely to take actions aligned with financial abundance. To maximize the neurological benefits of this practice, consistency is key. Practice gratitude for bills at the same times each day to strengthen the associated neural pathways. Engage multiple senses, visualize abundance, feel the emotions of gratitude, and even use physical gestures while expressing thanks for bills to engage more areas of your brain. Use progressive relaxation. Before your gratitude practice, relax your body systematically. This puts your brain in a more receptive state for reprogramming. Remember, every time you express gratitude for a bill, you're not just saying words, you're actively reshaping your brain structure to align with a prosperity mindset. The quantum field and financial abundance. To truly understand the power of this bill gratitude practice, it's helpful to consider the principles of quantum physics. At the quantum level, reality is not fixed but exists as a field of infinite possibilities until it's observed or interacted with. When we express gratitude for bills as if we've received money, we're not just engaging in positive thinking, we're interacting with the quantum field of possibilities. Here's how this works. Observer effect. In quantum physics, the act of observation affects the behavior of particles. Similarly, by focusing our attention on abundance through our gratitude practice, we're influencing the probability of abundance manifesting in our lives. B. Superposition. At the quantum level, particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed. This principle suggests that multiple potential financial realities exist concurrently. By consistently focusing on abundance through our gratitude practice, we're collapsing these potentials into a reality aligned with prosperity. C. Entanglement. Quantum entanglement shows that particles can be instantaneously connected across vast distances. This principle supports the idea that our thoughts and intentions about money can have far-reaching effects, potentially influencing people and circumstances beyond our immediate environment to support our financial growth. D. Zero-point field. Quantum physics posits the existence of a zero-point field, a sea of potential from which all matter arises. Some theorists suggest that this field is responsive to human consciousness. By expressing gratitude for bills as if we've received money, we may be influencing this field to manifest our desired financial reality. To leverage these quantum principles in your bill gratitude practice, cultivate a sense of certainty. When you express gratitude for a bill, do so with the absolute conviction that you have already received that amount of money. This certainty collapses the wave function of possibilities into your desired reality. Practice non-attachment. While focusing on financial abundance, also cultivate a state of detachment from specific outcomes. This aligns with the quantum understanding that the act of observation influences reality. Expand your awareness. Regularly contemplate the interconnectedness of all things. This can help you recognize financial opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. Embrace uncertainty. The quantum world is probabilistic, not deterministic. Embrace the uncertainty in your financial journey, knowing that infinite possibilities exist. By integrating these neuroscientific and quantum perspectives into your bill gratitude practice, you're not just engaging in positive thinking, you're actively participating in the fundamental processes that shape reality. Your gratitude becomes a powerful tool for aligning your consciousness with the infinite potential of the universe. As you continue your financial transformation journey with this practice, remember that you're not just changing your thoughts, you're changing the very structure of your brain and interacting with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. Each expression of gratitude for a bill is a step towards rewiring your neural pathways for success and collapsing the wave function of potential into a reality of abundance. Embrace this practice with enthusiasm and wonder. You are engaging with some of the most profound principles of neuroscience and quantum physics every time you express gratitude for a bill. Trust in the process, knowing that you are supported by the fundamental laws of the universe. May your journey of financial transformation be filled with joy, discovery, and ever-expanding abundance. Remember, with every expression of gratitude for a bill, you are not just affirming a desire, you are actively participating in the cosmic dance of creation, shaping your financial reality in alignment with your highest aspirations. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the science and spirituality of financial transformation. May your gratitude practice bring you boundless prosperity and fulfillment. Until we meet again, keep expressing gratitude, keep believing, and keep embracing the magical potential of each moment. The universe is waiting to respond to your highest intentions. Are you ready to claim the financial reality you desire? The power is yours. Use it wisely, use it joyfully, and watch as your world transforms in beautiful and unexpected ways.